Hello, amazing souls, welcome back. So, today's message is from the star family called Lyrans. But before we jump into Lyrans and know a little bit more about their civilization, we just an introduction that when Mary Magdalene, she and along with her twin flame, Jesus. So Mary Magdalene and Jesus, they were masters who came from Pleiadian star seeds and they are also from Sirius. So they have had a lot of incarnations in various ancient star families, learning about spirituality and how to reach higher consciousness. And one of the civilizations was Lemuria, and they worked on Mary Magdalene specifically. She worked around the areas of sacred sexuality, the rose teachings of the blossoming of heart space, the womb space, and how you going to work with the water element and the use of sacred massaging, the touch of hands, and there's so much involved in sacred sexuality. But unfortunately, on planet Earth, it is very restricted, very limited, very it's looked down upon as a taboo, and we it's not in many of the civilizations, it's not directly encouraged in families to talk about their sexuality openly and their sexual needs. So, in the Lyran civilization, what happened is that men and women had love sharing, not love making gatherings, love sharing. Now, I will expand more on it. I'm not expanding, but the team that the message has come through. So they could be the female Lyrans or the male Lyrans, or it could be the mixed gathering. So some of why love sharing, because as they are spiritually advanced societies, they are not much in physical love making. They are, the way we see love is not the love that we are talking about here. The Lyran civilizations are highly spiritually evolved souls, very very advanced. They work more on their energy boundary. They work more with the energy through thought, and how they create things by that energy. And it's very very different from what we experience here in this 3D duality. So it's more of, I would say, energy metaphysical based kind of love making sessions, I would say, or love sharing, as they said. So they understand that soul's purest form of energy is love, and love that's whole in itself is so pure that vibrations that we have in this 3D duality, like jealousy, or that this person belongs to only me and I don't want to share it with anybody else, or just getting, just not happy with other people's happiness or love, and all these things. This is something, it's non-existent in the Lyran communities. These concepts, these thoughts or energies, these lower density energies are not there, and the communities and the children who are born in that community are not aware of such concepts. It's just like here that, if you are born in a cycle, if you're born like most of the light workers and star seeds chose a life of getting born in families which had a lot of karmic baggage, and going through those dark phases, abuse, and when you're born in that, we kind of groom ourselves in that environment, that this is how life is supposed to be. So therefore we shut ourselves to love, to trust, to the divine, because we are not able to see that there are infinite ways of existence. We are shown that one specific existence, but it is not the same in Lyrans. So they have not seen that kind of existence. They see a very different kind of existence from here. All right. And then here they are saying that it's not that they do not believe in soul partner concepts, or that we do not have that. That is the Lyran civilization. That it's not like they are not having these sacred unions of divine partners. They do have that, but marriage happens in their community, and it's something that is still happening in their community, and for them, okay, it means choosing to stay with someone who's going to be a half of the life they are leading and they wish to lead. So there will be similar interests and everything, because they believe that friends, families, members of the society, everybody else, they are going to be a part, but they're not going to share that life, like the common interest or their life mission or their purpose. But a partner is someone with whom they are free to choose, spend more time doing things that they have interests in, or supporting each other. And therefore, these lovemaking sharing is also a part of it. But love, in essence, is a pure energy to be shared with others. And when shared with others, it harnesses more stronger energy of creativity during sorry, deepening their passions and anchoring more peaceful and harmonious energies to the collective. Remember, they are not functioning from their physical bodies, they do have that, but they are more. Like example, in Lemuria, in Lemurian times, we did not function most of the times from our physical bodies like we are working today. We had a physical body, but we operated more on with the light body or the spiritual body, and therefore there also it was the same thing, that they did not have things like jealousy, or not these thoughts of they don't want to share their partner with somebody else or anything, because they are not talking about physical love, they are talking about spiritual love that they are sharing. Similarly, like Lord Krishna, when he came here, so we all have heard about Ras Leela. What are they doing there? They are sharing the spiritual love, the energy, to enhance the power of that energy, because every human body, so all the souls in this human body, we are power generators within our own selves, every soul. So imagine if we are functioning at the highest capacity of light that we all have, that is equally available to all of us, we are going to become power generators. And imagine now, five people together working at that same energy, imagine the amount of energy that is going to get produced, the imprints it's going to leave on the planet, into the wisdom, the knowledge that's going to be absorbed by that planet, the mother planet. So like here we have Mother Gaia. It's similarly there are other planets as well, and I truly believe, like we have we say mother planet, there must be father planets and mother planets equally, or maybe neutral planets, who knows. But the thing is, the energy that through timelines, it's getting absorbed, right? It's getting absorbed, and it stays in the earth, it stays in the consciousness of the planet. I don't know how to put this, but you can always derive that energy. So if you are a psychic, if you're a spiritual healer, not just it's not about just being able to tap into the energies normally. Also, if you are somebody who's not even sensing that, but if you go to a spiritual place or place where it is very peaceful, you start to feel the energy. And especially when you visit the ancient places, you're able to kind of absorb the energies of things that have happened in various past timelines, and you're able to kind of retrieve certain feelings or emotions from that. So in the similar way, they are creating, like the collective, they are combining all the transformers, because they are highly evolved, so all of them are transformers amongst themselves. So imagine all the transformers getting together in one space to harness more of that energy, so that they can create more light, they can pursue their passions, they can fulfill, they can serve. And these are the ones who are serving the universe, not just one planet, but many planets in universe, or I guess universes maybe. So it is much this celebration of gathering together, of love sharing on the collective level. It's to harness also harmonious energy. So it is much enjoyed, celebrated moment to bring forth collective well being, happiness, peaceful abundance existence. For they are all connected, for they we are all connected, and we are all one. This is what they are saying, that they, you, me, all of us, the entire universe, we are one at the end of the day, and we are all coming from that main divine source of light. So their childrens are also taught that. So the younger ones, they go to the separate gender based groups, and then once they are young adults, they are encouraged to share their love energy via their etheric bodies, energy transmissions under the supervision and guidance of elders before any physical connection can happen. So I'm thinking that the female Lyrans would go to the female groups, like making the circles, and they are going to get trained of how to enhance, how to use their energies and expand and share. And then they are going to get into that love sharing activities using their etheric bodies, their light bodies, their spiritual bodies. So as I said, that on earth it's like, it's kind of really suppressed and oppressed. And if there's a lot of shame and guilt wrapped around, working around your sexual energies, and therefore it is heavily wounded, creating a lot of infestation. And it's like an infection on an open wound. It's clearly wounded, it's open, and it's infectious, it's infesting. And obviously it becomes a breeding ground for these bad bacterias, in the sense like bad energies, the darker energies. And they hit there, because you're already vibrating in feelings of shame, guilt, jealousy, of, oh my god, I have done a sid or something, because we don't talk. And if we get into situations where we did not it was unwanted or something, and we couldn't say a no, we did not know what to do or how to respond, what happens is that you kind of get into fear of expressing later on. And what happens is, because of these wounds to the sexual energies, what we see is that the negative side effects of the collective is that people are now hiding. And today we have porn, and then child sexual abuse, because the problem is, it's like you have starved the energy of love. Soul's energy is love, and every soul is now feeling that they have reached the point of starvation, because you're not getting the food that is love for the soul. And when these young children are coming into the physical existence, that is these souls who are coming, so right now they are innocent, they are not awakened, they are not spoiled by the 3D realities, and they're not groomed right now. So they are young, they are pure, and therefore you are going to see a lot of child sexual abuse. You're going to see more of pedophilias, and you're going to see a lot of sexual assault and violation. And on this planet, we say that, shh, don't say, or just kind of hide it. So when you hide these perpetrators, what happens is, when we do not speak up, we think, okay, because of reputation, respect in the society, what happens is, these such animals, such predators, get a lot of courage, that because one person did not speak, the other is not going to speak. And in most of the cases that have come to light in media, we are clearly seeing the pattern again and again, that the victims, because of shame, guilt of what the society will say, the stigma of carrying that tag along all the life, they did not speak up. And these people, they got more strength, more courage to violate other person's sanctity, their temple, the body, and obviously wounding their soul and bringing this vacuum, like total disconnection in most of the cases if it's being violent. And the same pattern is coming, and that means that on this planet we see that, the number of cases that are reported, everybody has this common scenario that what is reported is very less than the actual numbers that are unreported. So we predict that, if you if you pick any today, any reports that are coming out, everybody is a victim of assault or some kind of abuse or of trauma, and we all are carrying that, and there is a lot of collective healing that needs to take place. So coming back to the channeling, so a way to steal, so they are this is like they are saying that this is a way to steal other person's pure and fresh energy, and this is like opening doors to addiction, of instilling fears, because these darker energies strive and thrive when it can control or fill its victim with fear. And the wounds one and the wounded ones, right, who fall numb to these to the hands of these other people, enter the survival mode and may become so numb that if they are further attacked, they may not respond and may allow to be used again and again and go dead on the inside. So it's about the soul becoming to the point, the soul is pushed to the point where it feels dead, it does not feel life, it does not feel the light, it does not feel love for itself. And they think by entering the human incarnation, all the pain and suffering is going to go away. But from a spiritual perspective, we are souls who are just shedding this body again and again. We must have changed thousands of clothes, that is the body, but the soul is still carrying the trauma. So you can be in any body, man or female, but you will keep feeling these triggers, like the feelings of feeling unsafe or agitated. The triggers are very real. So what you're feeling is actually something that has happened and that needs healing. And therefore, because the soul's energy, the light, is getting depleted, the collective wounded and the collective needs healing. Individually, with someone, you are all asked to heal, to harness your well-being and ascension. And what the Lyrans are saying is, basically they are saying from this channeling is that healing is very much possible. You just need to take a step towards your well-being, your happiness, your love. Again, reminding all of us that as souls, we are the powerhouse of love, the powerhouse of abundance, of well-being, of happiness, and we deserve that. That is our right. Love is the right of the soul, and free will is the first fundamental law. If you read the cosmic laws or the spiritual laws, the first is freedom, the free will, and it's your right. So even if you feel that you are stuck in those cycles and you feel you cannot rise up, definitely the old one, you're not going to get your old one back, your old self back, but you can definitely create a better, powerful, loving version of yourself. You just have to take the step. And in the end, somehow I was writing Love by Lyran Council, and it came from the Pleiadian constellation. So I think this channeling is coming from the Lyran community that's placed in the Pleiadian constellation. And yes, so that's why I think they mentioned about the twin flames, because these twin flames, like if you see Radha or Krishna, or if you see Mary Magdalene, Jesus, if you see Shiva or Parvati, all these powerful deities, no matter what the religion, but when you see this powerful couple image of God and goddesses, what are we seeing again and again? We are seeing the awakened serpentine energy, the balance of masculine and feminine. And when this energy is on top, like they are harnessing the divine consciousness into their vessel, and when two of them are doing that, they start mirroring the love, And they all, obviously we all have our lessons, we all have our twin flames, but they are, it's in 3D, it's kind of very rare because there's a lot of duality and all of us are going through our own lessons. So maybe you are still in we are still in our lessons and they have their own lessons. So who's evolved how much, it might take a lot of lifetimes, but at the end of the day you have to remember the twin flame is always there. And we have soul families, we have soul partners, soul mates, or the karmic mates, and there's so many more. But the twin flame energy, if you have a twin flame, the energy of love is going to be different. It's going to be felt by the collective. It's like before you enter, you and your partner enter the room space, your energy is felt by the crowd. It's so strong, it's so magnetic. Like even before you step in, your energy is already there, and everybody can feel that around you. So yeah, you're going to get a lot of, people are going to look at you a lot, but at the end of the day, make sure it's protected, right? And it's safe, and you guys are safe. And I hope this message helped you. Lots of love and light. Take care.